Hopefully the rain falls during the day and kind of sort of clears out of here in time for this Patriots game tonight.
I don't know that it'll be completely cleared out, Patrick, but I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic about at least a game time. Not tailgating, but game time. Over the course of the game, the rain should be pushing eastward out of Rhode Island and eventually southeastern Massachusetts. But right now we're tracking the leading edge of showers that have been developing over our area, moving in, you can see, from south to north. As they push through, they do occasionally contain some heavier downpours. We're seeing some of that right now moving through Greenville this morning, racing up towards Woonsocket. There have been some additional scattered showers that have moved through Foster, Gloucester this morning, and the East Bay of Rhode Island. But looking back to our west, you can see where there's very heavy rainfall, even some thunder and lightning this morning to the areas off the Jersey coastline. You can see our lightning tracker. So this batch of very heavy rain that right now is south of Long Island will be trying to track eventually eastward. So we do have the potential, as this makes its way towards our area, for some heavy rainfall, the kind that could lead to some localized street and poor drainage flooding. I think we'll make it through the morning commute prior to that happening, but we are under a moderate risk here for a threat tracker Futurecast due to the heavy rainfall and the potential for some embedded thunderstorms. Tonight, threat tracker drops back to low, and it will be low for tomorrow. Right now, temperatures have stayed unseasonably warm after topping out in the upper 70s, even near 80 in spots yesterday. We're in the upper 60s this morning, 71 in Coventry, 69 in Newport, 68 in Ninigret, Westerly at 69, Seekonks at 71, temperatures in Warwick at a warm 70 degrees, and no measurable rain in the rain gauge yet in Tiverton, around 70 for the temperature there. We have low pressure and a cold front heading our way. This is a slow moving system. It's bringing up some tropical moisture and a lot of muggy air to work with, which would help to enhance the rainfall. So the potential is there for as much as 1 to 2 inches of rain. Morning commute will feature some showers. You'll want to plan on making sure those windshield wipers are working. Have your rain gear with you this morning. As we head through the daytime, you can see where scattered showers early on will become a steadier and more widespread rain during the afternoon. So here comes the change a little bit in the forecast. Notice by 8 o'clock in the evening, the back edge of at least more widespread shower activity will start to push from west to east out of Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. So at the start of the Pats game and tailgating, you can plan on rainfall, and it may be heavy at times initially, but tapering off to at least drizzle and mist, so not as intense by the second half and the end of the game. And then as we head through the night tonight, we see some clearing, and we'll be back to at least a mix of sun and clouds Friday morning, mostly sunny Friday afternoon, breezy and dry. Your rainfall Futurecast, again, we're looking at as much as 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. This particular computer model puts just over 1.5 inches of rain over the Providence area, but in any thunderstorms that develop, the rainfall amounts could be enhanced and wouldn't be out of the question to still see some isolated amounts topping 2 inches. Futurecast for this morning, about 70 at 9 a.m., 73 to 74 for an afternoon high. Periods of rain and thunder, some of it heavy, and then tonight that rain ends. Some clearing late. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler when you wake up tomorrow morning, in the mid-50s, which is not unusual for this time of year. So at the Pats game up at Gillette Stadium, about 63. Rain is likely mainly early in the game, and again for tailgating. I want to talk about Gonzalo. It's now back to a Category 4 hurricane. Very powerful storm, 140 mile an hour sustained winds, moving to the north about 9 miles an hour. It's still about 500 miles to the southwest of Bermuda, making a beeline for that island. They're looking at major impacts from this storm, getting hit hard as a maybe Category 3 storm by Friday afternoon, and then racing out to sea. We'll see some of the higher surf and rip currents from that storm around here, starting in the local waters today and extending into perhaps the start of the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, I have us partly sunny on Saturday. I actually think the morning will be the brightest part of the day, and then mostly cloudy in the afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Sunday is much cooler, only upper 50s. It's the start of a cooler stretch of weather that's on the way for us as we head into next week. You can get that updated Futurecast